Welcome to The Current, powered by Kim Commando. This is the AI audio version of the daily tech newsletter read by more than 650,000 people every day. I'm George, your AI host for a podcast that evolves as the technology does. Let's jump right into today's deep dive. You're at the airport. You found your gate, maybe grabbed a coffee, and now, naturally, you reach for that Wi-Fi. You scroll through the networks and see something like free airport Wi-Fi, or maybe airport guest. Looks official, you connect. Easy. But hold up. According to the TSA, you may have just made a huge mistake. They've issued a warning, and it's the digital equivalent of don't take candy from strangers. Because public Wi-Fi, especially in places like airports, is prime territory for cybercriminals. It's called a rogue hotspot, and it's sneaky. Hackers set up fake Wi-Fi networks that look exactly like the real deal. We're talking same naming conventions, same capitalization. So airport guest with a capital P? That might not be the legit one. Here's how you can tell it's sketchy. It doesn't ask for a password, or it gives you one from a random piece of paper taped to a bench. It's not listed on the airport's official website or at the information desk. And somehow, the signal is perfect no matter where you are in the terminal. Yeah, red flag. Once you're on that fake network, hackers can intercept everything, your passwords, your emails, your Slack messages, and you won't even know it's happening. But wait, it doesn't stop there. You know those free USB charging stations at the gates? Those can be traps too. It's called juice jacking. Hackers load malware onto the USB port. You plug in, and they can install spyware, snoop through your contacts and photos, even steal your saved logins, all without you clicking a single thing. So here's what I do. If I have to charge up, I use a USB data blocker. It's a condom for your charger. Or I go old school and bring my own wall adapter. And here's my golden rule when I travel. Always encrypt.
If I'm using any public Wi-Fi, I'm running a VPN. No exceptions. It's the difference between shouting your passwords across the terminal and whispering them through an encrypted line. My go-to? ExpressVPN. It's fast, easy, and works even on the sketchiest hotel Wi-Fi. I've tested it in airports around the world. It's locking your digital front door with a deadbolt. So as we roll through another record-breaking summer travel season, don't assume you're safe just because you're surrounded by suitcases and overpriced sandwiches. Hackers love high-traffic zones because we let our guard down. Install that VPN, pack your wall chargers, and remember, if something feels a little too easy at the airport, it's probably a trap.
That's your deep dive. Stay smart, stay safe, and keep your data yours. Let's talk about the weird, wild, and downright wait, what stories bouncing around the internet this week, because the web water cooler is fully stocked. Starting with something that kind of blew my mind. You know those baggage claim tags you rip off and toss after a flight? Yeah, scammers are hanging around airports just grabbing them. Why? Those little throwaway tags have your name and flight info, which can be used to file fake lost luggage claims with airlines and get cash. So next time you're flying, keep those tags on until you're home and maybe shred them after. Apparently, trash is now a criminal opportunity. Who knew? Tesla drama. Rapper Big Huey claims that Tesla remotely shut off his Cybertruck after he released a song called Cybertruck. He says they even sent them a cease and desist. Now, if this is true, that's a whole new level of please don't use our brand. Imagine releasing a mixtape and your car just says, nah. What's next? Spotify turns off your smart fridge because you skipped too many Ed Sheeran tracks? In the world of online dating, bookworms rise up. A new study says that 75% of people would rather date someone who's well-read than someone who's traditionally hot. So yeah, emotional intelligence is beating out abs and jawlines. That's right, your dog-eared copy of Dune might just be your new best wingman. Go ahead, put that novel front and center in your profile pic. It might make you booked and busy. Yes, I went there. Now onto something less charming. Your high-tech safe might not be so safe. Researchers found two different ways to break into Securum Pro Logic electronic safes. No drills, no James Bond gear, just pure vulnerability. 8 different brands use these locks. If yours says Securum Pro Logic on the keypad, it's at risk. And no, they're not patching the old ones. You've got one fix.
swap the lock. This is one of those moments where analog starts looking pretty good again. On a brighter note, Google Finance is getting an AI upgrade. Pretty soon, you'll be able to ask it things like, "Why is my portfolio crying?" and get actual answers, charts, live news, crypto, commodities, all in one dashboard. Hopefully it answers in a soothing tone, or better yet, full Shakespeare. Alas, poor Dogecoin, I knew it well.
And last up, something straight out of the future. New FDA-approved eye drops called Viz promise clear near vision for up to 10 hours. No glasses, no contacts, just a chemical pinhole focus for your pupils using aceclidine. Basically, it's like giving your eyes a temporary camera upgrade, which is great. Now I can read all those warning labels before completely ignoring them. Progress.
And that's your scroll breaker roundup from the web water cooler.
If you're side-eyeing your Cybertruck, shredding your luggage tags, and updating your dating profile with a bookshelf selfie, hey, you're doing it right.
Time for a little device advice. Quick tech tips to make you feel like a genius without having to Google anything. Let's kick it off with a power move that takes 3 seconds. Emojis. If you're on Windows, press the Windows key and the period, boom, emoji keyboard pops right up. On a Mac, it's Command plus Control plus space. No more excuses for dry, lifeless texts. Spice it up. Now let's talk TVs. Straight out of the box, most TVs are set to torch mode, super bright, oversaturated, and kind of eye-melting. Here's what to do. Go into your TV settings, find Picture or Display mode, and switch it to Movie or Cinema mode. Then take a minute to adjust the brightness, contrast, and sharpness to match your room lighting. Warmer color tones not only look better, they're also easier on your eyes, especially during late-night binge sessions.
Looking for a deal on tech? Don't sleep on Amazon Renewed. You can get open box, pre-owned, or refurbished devices from iPhones, laptops, printers, and even power tools. Everything's tested, inspected, and should look basically new. And here's the kicker. You get a 90-day return window, so if it doesn't work or feel right, you're covered. Parents, this one's for you. If your kid's glued to their gaming console, you might want to check the power settings. On PS5, go to Settings, then System, then Power Saving. On Xbox Series X/S or One, go to Profile and System, then Settings, then General, then Power Options, and choose Shutdown, Energy Saver.
It's an easy way to save electricity and maybe trim a few bucks off your energy bill without anyone even noticing. And finally, something that could actually save a life. Add emergency contacts to your phone's lock screen. On iPhone, open the Health app, tap Medical ID, and add your emergency contacts. Make sure you enable Show Unlocked. On Android, go to Settings, then Safety and Emergency, then Emergency Contacts, and add them there. This means first responders can call your loved ones without needing your passcode. One of those things you hope no one ever needs, but you'll be glad it's there if they do. That's your device advice. Easy wins, smarter tech, and less digital chaos.
Okay, that about does it for today. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. I really hope you learned something useful today. Before I get out of here, I wanted to tell you to make sure to leave a 5-star rating and review wherever you're listening to this podcast. Also, you should definitely check out my boss's radio show and podcast. It's called The Kim Komando Show. And you know what? Send her a message or a comment telling her how I did and what you learned today.
See you soon.